All right, guys, let's talk about 8 habits that you might be doing that are killing your metabolism. You know, right now there's so much hype around new diets, new trends, superfoods, workouts that speed up your metabolism, but all that stuff doesn't matter if you are doing habits that are slowing down your metabolic system. So we're gonna go over these 8 that are easy that you can take inventory on. Number 1, too much stress. I don't think this is any surprise, but the world we're living in, just overstimulated, anxiety of where you should have been, where you need to go, deadlines, all these different things. If we can't turn off that stress and manage it, stress leads to elevated cortisol, which leads to cravings, excess inflammation, it affects our hormones and even our willpower. Number 2, directly related with stress, is not enough sleep. So quality sleep is when our body is repairing itself, and if you're not getting good quality sleep, it is going to affect your hormones, including insulin, how your body handles these foods, plus those cravings again we were talking about, also depleting your willpower to actually make those decisions like moving more, being in a better mood, and so on. Number 3, not eating enough. And I know that sounds crazy. Not eating enough is going to affect your metabolism. And it does if you are not eating enough to match your activity. And we're talking about not eating enough of the right foods. Remember, not all calories are created equal. So just because you had a couple bad meals, it doesn't take care of all those materials, the micro and macronutrients that your body needs to do all those functions. And number 4, eating the wrong breakfast or first meal of the day. So it doesn't really necessarily matter when it is, if within your eating window you're getting all the food that you need. But if that first meal happens to be built around a lot of sugars or carbohydrates that happen to spike your blood sugar individually, you're setting that pattern throughout the day that can set you up to create cravings. Plus, if your blood sugar crashes, that can lead to a cascade of events related to your hormones. So think of eating something is going to teach your body what you want to utilize as a fuel throughout the day. So something that's going to give you slow, released energy that makes you feel good without crashing. Number 5, talking about what you should eat, not eating enough protein is a habit that can affect your metabolism. You see, protein plays a role in a lot of metabolic functions. One thing is creating more muscle tissue, which if you have muscle tissue, you're making muscle a priority, your body's metabolism is going to be faster because it needs to work harder and muscle's more expensive to maintain. But also protein has amino acids, which is going to help with your energy, can help with motivation, handling stress, and a lot more. So eating protein for your first meal is a good way to help curb off those cravings and set yourself up with some standards. You can look up what a typical amount of protein is for your body weight. There's a lot of resources all over. Number 6 is not drinking enough water. So another habit, a lot of people think they're drinking a lot of water because maybe they sip it throughout the day, but not having proper hydration has been shown in many studies to affect how your body removes waste, handles other hormones, just being able to hydrate yourself and, optimally fuel the brain, keep you moving, but especially with detoxification and regularity, moving things in and out. Number 7, sitting too much. And we're trying to get a whole bunch done. We're driving around, we're in a car, we might go to a workout class, but we need to measure how much we're actually moving. You can do this with your phone or steps, but we want to make sure that we're actually moving around. It helps with digestion, it helps with circulation, and if we stop asking the body to move, it slows down all the other processes. So make a habit and goal of simply moving more. I call it OTM, opportunities to move, take the stairs, park further away. It's a win-win situation and it gives you more energy. Finally, number 8, neglecting muscle. This isn't about being a bodybuilder, going to the gym all the time, but as we age, our metabolism slows down and maintaining muscle becomes more of a challenge. So implementing muscle resistance training with bands or weights is going to help make muscle a priority in the body, which helps your bone density as well. What happens, a lot of people's workout plans are built simply around running or cardio or sweating. We need to make muscle and exercise a priority, especially as we age. So out of all these 8 habits, which of these are you maybe doing and it could be interfering with your metabolism? And let's take inventory And to make a positive change, think about the habits you're currently doing, and when you have that cue of doing that habit, make a switch to do something more positive and productive for your metabolism rather than just stopping it. Add in something. Take that as a cue. Science shows that we need a cue to be able to start a new habit. So when normally you are going to, eat a breakfast, just ask yourself, like, what does this meal have to offer me? If you're going to sit down after a meal, instead go for a walk for 10 minutes. Hop on a phone call as you're moving around and walking around. But hope that helps. Keep living a peak performance life.